Hello, and welcome to today's lesson using the language experience approach. Today's lesson is for a kindergarten language arts classroom, and it's based on the Common Core State Standards for ELA Literacy K.1.D, which reads Understand and use question words, interrogatives. For example, who, what, when, where, why, and how. Let's get started. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome. Today's lesson is all about question words. Before we start, let's go over the student objective. I can understand and ask questions. So again, today's lesson is going to be all about understanding and asking questions. Let's read this together. I can understand and ask questions. Very good. So, what is a question word? Let's go over that first. The first question word is who. Who is a question that is asking about a person. So when you answer a question that starts with who, be sure you're talking about a person. Next question word is what. What is talking about a thing, such as an object like a hamburger, a ball, or a kite. These are all things that might answer the question of what. Next question word is when. When is asking about a time of day. That could be an exact time, such as 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock, or it could be a relative time, such as this morning or yesterday or tomorrow. Our next question word is where. Where could be somewhere such as your house or the park where you play. So it's a place. If you're going to answer a question with where, you have to respond with a place. Next, why. Why answers the question of reason. So please tell me the reason why this is happening. For example, so that is an example of why. Why is a little bit more open-ended and tougher to answer, but it comes from your heart. Next, how. How questions basically tell us the steps or asking us the steps for how to get something done. So that could be maybe a recipe or how to open something or how to do something. Those are with how. All right, so let's review our question words. Read them with me. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Great job. Okay, so now that you understand the question words, let's practice asking questions. And we're going to base this off of our field trip to the grocery store that we took last week. We saw a lot of things at the grocery store. And I brought some of them with me so that you can practice asking questions about them. Okay, so first item up from the grocery store is paper towels. Who can ask a question about paper towels using one of our question words? Good. Why do we need paper towels? That's a great question. We need paper towels to help wipe our mouths and clean up crumbs. Great job with your question. Okay, let's look at a different object and try to use a different question word this time. Now we have sugar. Sugar, I know you kids know about this. So ask me a question about sugar. Nice question. How much sugar should we have every day? Well, according to this, a sugar serving size is 2 teaspoons. So I would recommend just 2 teaspoons a day. You can also find how much sugar is in other items of food that you eat or drinks that you drink by looking at the label. See the label? It tells me how many calories and how much sugar I should be eating. So that's good. Good job. All right. Let's go to the next item on the list. Yummy, yummy, refreshing Topo Chico, one of my favorite waters. So, who has a question about Topo Chico? Great question. Who makes Topo Chico? Well, as far as who, I can tell you that looking at the label, it says it's made in Monterrey, Mexico. It doesn't say who makes it, so I'm going to assume that it's the company, Topo Chico company, that makes it. Now, if I were to say this was made in Monterrey, Mexico, this was made in that place, which question word would I need to ask the question for me to answer with a place? That's right, where? So if someone were to have asked, where do they make Topo Chico? Then I could respond, in Monterrey, Mexico. Good job. All right, our next item on the list is chickpeas. So who can ask me a question about chickpeas? Good. What are chickpeas? Well, chickpeas are a type of beans. They're some call them a bean, some call them a pea. They're used to make all kinds of yummy, delicious food all around the world. They're fried and cooked and baked and mashed, and there are a lot of different ways you can use chickpeas. Another name for chickpeas is garbanzos. Great question. Okay, the last item on our list, yummy, yummy Tostitos scoops. Who can ask me a question about Tostitos scoops? Good question. When do they expire, or when do they go bad? That's right. Well, right here on the package, I can see it says May 5th, 2020. So that's when they expire. So I can eat them for a few more months before they expire. Wow, you guys did great with all of your questions today. Let's go ahead and review the question words one more time. Who, which is asking about a person. Good job. What is asking about things or objects. That's right. When, that is asking for a time. Good, a time. Where is asking for a place. Good. Why? This one's tricky. Why is asking for a reason, right? To explain something. And then here, how. How is also asking for an explanation of how to do something or how to make something. Just the steps in order to get that process completed. Great job, you guys. Now that we have a little extra time left in our lesson, I would like for everyone to get out their iPads and go to the Seesaw app on your iPad. In Seesaw, I want you to record yourselves asking other questions related to our field trip to the grocery store. All right, let's get started.